It is April 3rd, 2015, and a male in Birmingham, Alabama. He squints against the sun. He hasn't felt it on his skin without chains in nearly 30 years. Anthony Ray Hinton stands on the sidewalk, 60 years old, and takes the deepest breath of his life. Behind him sits the death row cell that held him for 10,985 days, all because of a revolver in his mother's dresser drawer, a gun that never killed anyone. Rewind to the summer of 1985. Birmingham, Alabama is sweltering. Two restaurant managers, John Davidson and Thomas Wayne Vason, are shot and killed during separate late-night robberies weeks apart. Both men are found with .38 caliber bullets in their bodies. Investigators recover slugs from each scene and send them to the state firearms examiner, who declares they came from the same weapon. Police now believe they have a serial robber turned killer working the restaurant circuit south of Birmingham. They just need the gun. They have no idea that the road to finding it will destroy an innocent man's life. A survivor of a third robbery at a restaurant called Quincy's identifies Anthony Ray Hinton from a photo lineup. Hinton is 29, has no criminal history, and works the night shift at a locked warehouse 15 miles from the crime scenes. On the night of one of the murders, his employer's records show he clocks in on time. He is at work. But detectives aren't interested in the time card. They drive to the small house Hinton shares with his mother, Beulah Hinton, and they find an old .38 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver tucked inside her bedroom drawer. The state crime lab examiner runs comparisons and testifies he can match the bullets from both homicides to this gun. Hinton is arrested and charged with 2 counts of capital murder. Now here is where the system fails him completely. The judge appoints a local attorney named Sheldon Perhacs to represent Hinton. Perhacs knows he needs a ballistics expert to challenge the state's firearms testimony. But Alabama allocates exactly $1,000 for the entire defense. $1,000. Perhacs searches for an expert and ends up hiring a retired civil engineer who is visually impaired and has no formal training in firearms identification. On the stand, this man struggles under cross-examination. The jury watches him fumble. They watch the state's examiner speak with confidence. The choice for 12 jurors in 1986 Alabama is easy. They convict Anthony Ray Hinton on both counts. The judge sentences him to death by electrocution. Hinton enters Holman Correctional Facility's death row. His cell measures 5 feet by 7 feet. He hears other men dragged to the execution chamber. He counts them. 54 men are executed during his time inside. He later says he can hear the generators power up on execution nights. He prays. He reads. He starts a book club on the row, convincing guards to let inmates gather and discuss novels. He does this for years, and he waits for someone to listen. That someone arrives in 1997. Brian Stevenson, a Harvard-educated attorney and founder of the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, takes Hinton's case pro bono. Stevenson reads the trial transcript and immediately sees the catastrophic failure. He commissions 3 of the top independent forensic firearms examiners in the country. Each one runs separate tests on the recovered bullets and on Hinton's mother's revolver. Each one reaches the same conclusion. The bullets from the 2 murder scenes cannot be matched to the gun. The lands, the grooves, the tooling marks, none of it lines up. The foundation of the state's entire case is gone, but Alabama fights back. For years. Prosecutors oppose new testing. Courts deny appeals. The state argues procedural technicality after procedural technicality to keep Hinton exactly where he is. Stevenson pushes the case all the way to the highest court in the land. In 2014, the United States Supreme Court rules unanimously 9-0 that Hinton's defense was constitutionally deficient and orders a new review. Fresh forensic testing is conducted by the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences itself. Their own examiners now confirm what Stevenson's experts said years ago. The bullets do not match the gun. The charges are dropped. On April 3, 2015, Anthony Ray Hinton walks free. He is 59 years old. His mother, the woman who fought for him from the beginning, has already passed. She dies without ever seeing her son freed.